something I'd like to say to everybody out there. I want to welcome everyone to Brands Impact Being Candid Season 3. It's exciting. And this is in association with Purple Pink Films and Media Private Limited and co-powered by Toshi Automation Solutions. I am really excited to be here yet again.
A lot of people, they end up focusing just on the goal, but they don't put the efforts on achieving the same.
Hi, how are you, Mr. Kewal?
Thank you so much for giving this opportunity. Neha, first of all, big fan. Recently, me and my wife, we watched a Thursday movie, and we both appreciated your acting skills and the way you performed. And I got to know the condition that you had at that time while you were going for the movie. So
yes, absolutely. Like I was almost 8 months pregnant when I was shooting, but a woman's got to do what a woman's got to do.
Absolutely. So when it comes to achieving the goal, I'm sure you have also achieved many goals in your life. But what I think is that, when it comes to achieving a goal, person needs to break it down into, certain small milestones, right? Which if gets achieved, then eventually the goals get achieved. What do you think?
I agree. And I feel like, I'm going through that with my personal life. And I feel like the little milestones that I'm going through, like for every milestone that my baby's having, it's a milestone for me. So, sometimes he stands up and sometimes he holds something and sometimes he's breaking into a teeth. So from a baby, eventually he's going to become a toddler. And then today, I was trying to teach him an isolated way of kind of, eating. Of course, he was dropping everything. But the day he starts eating on his own and stuff, it's all like, those are milestones that I'm going through in my life. So my equation between professional and personal milestones, of course, is completely different. But what I'm experiencing now are milestones, but it's slightly different.
Right. So that is also, I also believe that whether it's a personal goal or your business goal or the professional goal, that a lot of people, they end up focusing just on the goal, but they don't put the efforts on achieving the same. I see many people who just keep thinking, okay, I need to achieve this, but they don't take the strategic steps which are involved, which they need to do that. And second problem which I see in youth nowadays, that while they have all the skills, while they have the business plan or the action plan, they don't have the right habits, right, which can actually help them convert. So do you know about this principle, Pareto principle?
No, please explain.
It's basically 80-20 rule. Okay. According to Pareto, he says that 20% of your efforts generate 80% of the results. And 80% of the efforts generate 20% of the results. Now, a lot of people, when they talk about achieving the goal, many activities that they do are not directly aligned with the goal, right? So those 20% tasks which you need to perform to achieve 80% of the results, that differentiation is very important. So I'm helping a lot of business owners as well in India. So I see business owners want to grow, they want to take their business to millions of dollars, but they are working as a clerk in the company, coordinating with their teammates, with the staff, and not really focusing on how to grow and not really focusing on branding and marketing and sales. So that is the difference. What do you think about it?
I think that, I'm very surprised with what you're saying about the 80-20 rule, but I'm going to apply that and just to bring the fun back into the conversation, I'm just going to do 20% and I'm going to wait for the 80% to happen on its own.
So that is where I always feel that a lot of times when we do something, right, when we are focusing on goal and divide it into small actions, right, a lot of people, they focus on getting the instant gratification. But when you want to do something big in life, then you should not focus on daily instant gratification. It's like when you go to gym, right? You don't focus, okay, how much muscles I made today. You just focus on the process. You go through the process and eventually you get the results. So that is what I think is,
absolutely.
People end up focusing on instant gratification and they miss out the big fruit that is waiting for them, right? But people who don't focus on the instant gratification, there's a very interesting concept which I want to share with you.
Please do.
This is something I've learned from my guru. So he said, whenever we make any decision, okay, A lot of people just see the first order consequence of it. For example, if I don't have any money, right, and I see, okay, I want to buy a TV, right? I end up buying a TV, and I'll have to waste my time on watching it, and again, the money in the bank account will go low, and the time which I wasted, it will again have certain other impact in my life. So a lot of people, when they take any decision, they only focus on the first level of consequence. But when you focusing on achieving a goal, right, you should focus on taking the small steps, and you should focus on what is going to be the impact of it in the future, right?
Yeah.
Instead of today or tomorrow.
No, I totally understand. I totally agree with what you're saying. And I also think that, what you're trying to say is a large part of it is what I believe in, is to enjoy the process when you're working on something. And, it's not short term, it's not long term. Everything is just, it's also rote learning, right? Because on the go, you learn so much. And sometimes I see myself that what I'm prepping for is actually preparation for a much larger thing, because that one small thing that I'm prepping for is actually something that doesn't happen. And as a consequence of that, this was one of the many steps I had to take for something much larger in life. So I always think that, it's God's plan, it's your work, it's your hard work. And, it's just a sum total of many things, and it's always good. You just have to wait it out. All the best to you and to everyone at home, and hopefully I'll see you around soon.
Thank you.
Bye, Kewal. Bye-bye.